Why some connections fail. Have you ever wondered why certain relationships never seem to click? Why some people pull back from you while others seem to form instant bonds? If you've ever felt like you're missing something in your interactions, you're not alone. Today we're diving into 9 surprising habits that might unknowingly create barriers between you and others. These habits can quietly shape how people perceive you, and understanding them can be transformative. Whether it's ego, overstepping boundaries, or emotional reactivity, these subtle behaviors might be holding you back more than you realize. But the good news is, once you become aware of them, small shifts in mindset can completely transform your connections. Using principles from Stoic philosophy, we'll explore how to take control of your actions and foster more genuine, positive relationships. Let's jump in and uncover the hidden dynamics behind why people might pull away, and more importantly, how you can change that. The quiet weight of ego. Self-importance can creep into our lives in subtle ways. It's not always about arrogance. It might show up as needing to be acknowledged first, correcting others constantly, or believing your time is more valuable than theirs. People sense this energy, and over time it creates distance. Instead of feeling valued in your presence, they may feel dismissed or secondary, as though they're just extras in the story of your life. The Stoics believed humility is the key to wisdom. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, life isn't about being seen or praised, but about living virtuously. Ego, he argued, is like a storm that clouds our perception. When we're focused on how others see us, we miss the opportunity to see them clearly. Conversations become about us. Our needs, our opinions, and genuine connections slip away. To release ego's grip, practice shifting focus in conversations. Instead of thinking, how does this make me look? Ask, how can I truly listen and understand? Pause before responding and let go of the need to always be right. By quieting ego, you'll find people naturally feel more at ease around you. They'll sense your humility and feel respected, not judged. Ironically, by letting go of the need to be seen as important, you'll create more meaningful and lasting connections. Perfectionism. When high standards become chains. High standards can be a strength, but when they spiral into perfectionism, they become chains, limiting you and pushing others away. Perfectionism creates an invisible tension in relationships. When everything must be just right, those around you can feel constantly judged or as though they're never enough. Over time, this invisible pressure can erode trust and connection. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our actions and choices, and let go of what we cannot. Life, like a garden, thrives with patience and care, not constant pruning. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of accepting people and situations as they are, flaws included. Next time you feel the urge to correct or control, pause and ask, is this necessary, or is it my perfectionism speaking? What would happen if I allowed things to be imperfect? By embracing imperfection, you create a safe space for others to be themselves. This small shift strengthens bonds as people feel valued for who they are, not for meeting impossible standards. Emotional reactivity, the storm within. It's natural to feel anger, frustration, or disappointment. But when we react impulsively to every small irritation, we create an unpredictable environment that others may avoid. When people feel like they're walking on eggshells, unsure of when a minor comment might spark an outburst, trust and connection begin to erode. The Stoics emphasized emotional resilience as the cornerstone of inner peace. Epictetus taught that while we can't control what happens to us, we can always control how we respond. A Stoic mind is like a fortress, steady and unmoved by external chaos. Imagine your emotions as waves on the surface of the ocean. Reacting impulsively means letting those waves toss you around. But when you cultivate calmness, you access the deeper, still waters beneath. The next time you feel anger rising, pause, take a deep breath and ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month? This simple act of mindfulness allows you to respond intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. When you become a calm presence, others will naturally gravitate toward you. They'll sense your steadiness and feel safe sharing their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment or drama. Envy, the silent divider. Envy often hides behind polite smiles and casual comments, but its impact is profound. When we compare ourselves to others, we focus on what we lack rather than what we have. This silent resentment creates distance, as people can sense when enthusiasm for their success is forced or absent. The Stoics believed envy poisons the mind, distracting us from our own growth. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Be content with what you have and find fulfillment in your own journey." If envy arises, use it as a signal for self-reflection. Ask yourself, what does this envy reveal about my own desires? Often it highlights something we want but haven't pursued. Use this insight to take positive action, set goals, hone your skills, and celebrate your unique path. By cultivating gratitude and celebrating others' successes, you not only free yourself from envy's grip, but also create deeper, more supportive relationships. Manipulation, hidden agendas, erode trust. Manipulation might seem subtle, nudging others to act in ways that benefit us, but people sense when there's a hidden agenda. Stoicism values honesty and integrity. Marcus Aurelius wrote about living in alignment with virtue and treating others with transparency. Manipulation is a fragile web that inevitably collapses, costing us trust and respect. Instead, strive for sincerity, communicate your needs openly, and act from a place of respect. Genuine connections thrive on trust, not control. These 9 habits, ego, perfectionism, emotional reactivity, envy, manipulation, and more, are like invisible barriers in our relationships. But by becoming aware of them, we can start to break them down. The Stoics teach us that change starts within. By focusing on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and mindset, we not only transform our relationships, but also discover a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment.